like the hoes. I'm grouping like the hoes. Stupid like the hoes. Slow, I ain't paying for no phones. I got niggas in the city. I'm a wild. On my spirit and my soul. Fuck your dreads and your goals. Fuck your dreams and your goals. And what holes in his clothes. Since he talking through his motherfucking nose. Show me out on them jokes. My partner full of dusty roads. I fucked the little dusty with some gold. 22 years old and she told we got money cause it's slow. The Migos know we handle the whole load. I finesse you out them bones. I'm successing all my hoes. My bitch smell my dick, she slip my clothes. I'm with my nigga head, she throwing foes. Ask my nigga shout them jiggers roll. Them pounds of gelato getting sold. I'm way too fucking hot to scrape the bowl. I'm the one that's popping X and having sex and standing over stove. Y'all smoking reds and half y'all sharing clothes. I'm from Queensboro, she from the Grove. California, I'm in my mode. Them hoes choose a nigga. I fuck them all, I ain't no choosy nigga. I bet I'm ballin' at Cadal before they shoot a nigga. I'm out the bed, look here, I'm about to build up. I got the muscle, I'm no bodybuilder. Drop a nigga. With this L, I can stop a nigga. I lost love for a lot of niggas. How you rockin', nigga? With them goons and them goblin niggas. Who a problem? I'm a problem, nigga.
Coaches in the attic, drop, dog, beach. I will knock you off all that talking. Bitch, I'm the crazy, I do the stalking. Bitch ass.
Hey, baby, let's get it. It's game time, baby. July 24th. The day right before my birthday. Actually, this is my birthday. I got two birthdays, July 24th and 25th. Long story. Ask me questions about it later, but it's my birthday. But ain't really gonna celebrate it until this weekend, but you know, it's my birthday, dog. But anyway, it's gonna sit back, chill, play this game, and I'm gonna get some sleep. I gotta work early in the morning, fam. But it's going down. I'm playing my boy Dizzy. He stayed up late for me, bro, and we about to get it on, man. So y'all sit tight. It's going down.
I'm on the bed, look here, I'm about to build up. I got the muscle, I'm no bodybuilder. Drop a nigga. With this L, I can stop a nigga. I lost love for a lot of niggas. How you rockin', nigga? With them goons and them goblin niggas. Who a problem? I'm a problem, nigga.
She see money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was counting all the last week. Tell me where have you been? Yeah, I'm not a hiding girl. Don't act like I'm the man. I'm just a fan. No, right? No. Cause you too bad for this shit. How a relationship gon' last if he not having no chick? You need a man, buy you packs, and you bragging and shit. You don't need a man without no plan, doing all that nagging and shit. We're just Gucci, man, and gold link, and we got cold sinks. I just bought my chick a cold mink, down with the mold thing. Brought the Lambo up to DC so they can see me. Got shot glizzy with me, but ain't nothing shy about me. Spend a week with Gucci and I boost your self-esteem. Wow. Every time I ball, you ball, we ball, girl, we a team. Dining with the king so you get treated like a queen. Got her shining like the diamonds on my necklace, watching rings. Money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was counting all the last week. Tell me where have you been? Yeah, I'm not a hiding girl. Don't act like I'm your man. I'm just a fan. No, right? No, right? Pretty ass, better ass nigga with a sick ass mouth for that slick ass flow. Nothing been around me, nigga, and I'm playing what I'm coming for the kitty and my folk that yeah. Do it for my niggas and the ghost right there. Do it for my niggas and the ghost right now.
Okay, fam. We about to get it cracking. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the mic. You know, I need 100% focus. No distractions. So I'm gonna cut the mic. I'm still gonna be in my zone. Y'all just sit tight and watch it, man. Hopefully I can get this dub, man. Dizzy gonna be tough, but I'm gonna bring it. All right, fam. Peace.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Riverhogs going up against the Sentinels. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Portland Riverhogs and the Orlando Sentinels. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And it's a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Shift together here from the D-line. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down throw for Bridgewater. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. On third down, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, Ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll set up to throw. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And let's look defensively at the starters.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the cornerback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. The reception good for 7. Is his over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does. Back off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Devontae Freeman, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Seven yards to go on second down. One receiver left, two to the right.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Taken in at the 22. return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their back. And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
You know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And here now the offense heading back out there. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And Freeman lost the football. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Malcolm Mitchell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They go play action. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. He'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the play clock's running down. Oh, look at this play call. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Oh, design run for their wideout. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Eli Rogers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Bridgewater now looking into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They're going to look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
10 yards still left on second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Coney Ely coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. And when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw here. Backing up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Freeman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
First down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Sua Cravens in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slips free.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now back to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the I. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
In motion right is Bryant. In motion left comes Bryant. Two receivers left, one to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They're going to look to throw. And he locates Wheaton, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop in 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And fourth down coming up. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Welcome back live to Orlando as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. That time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here now the offense heading back out there, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Bridgewater now on second down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Let's go.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Ryan Shazier coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And his throw is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it'll bring up third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They'll come out in the pistol. In motion now is Lee. Out of the gun now on third down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And they'll go on the ground. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the first down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll run it here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bridgewater on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run it. Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe...
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They come out here in the I. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Third down now following the run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.